I'm Tisha.
I'm Loren.
And this is the Open Booked podcast. Today we are talking about Good Spirits by BK Borison. But first, what did you read this week and what are you reading now?
So this week I have been working on The Temple of Swoon, which is a second in, I think I talked about this a few weeks ago when I bought this book. It's a second in a series, and it's like Indiana Jones rom-com-y, and it's just cute. I finished Good Spirits, and I have started on my Quicksilver reread to get ready for Brimstone. What about you?
Yay! I finished I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and I found out it is Ian Reed. There's just an extra I, which was really confusing. I couldn't tell if it was Lane or I don't know, but it's Ian Reed.
With two I's?
And then, yeah, IAIN.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, super confusing. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I started watching the Netflix. It's a movie. I thought it was a show originally. But it's such a mind fuck. Just like, there's no way to explain it. Like, it is just a complete mind fuck. So if you want something to just really make you question everything you know about existence, read that and watch the show or the movie because it's just as weird.
Okay.
And then I listened to The Family Remains by Lisa Jewell. It's the second in the Family Upstairs series. And then, of course, Good Spirits started and finished. And then I read a little bit at a book club of The Girl I Was by Geneva Rose.
Yeah, we are not productive at book club.
No, not near as productive as we intend to be. And then today I started listening to The Buffalo Hunter.
I've never heard of it. Is it for a challenge?
It's pretty new. Somebody posted it in their stories. It's by Stephen Graham Jones. I think it just came out this month or last month. Like, it's new. But she posted it in her stories and she was like, so good. It is very gory, she said, but it ended up being a really good story. I was like, sign me up. But it also qualifies as the native reads check on the Goodreads.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll move that right to the top of my list and use one of my Everand unlocks for it. So
nice.
So far,
how are you doing on your challenges and reading goal?
I'm at 140 of my 120 goal for the year. And then I have completed 9 of the 12, but Goodreads said, fuck me, and will only check 7 of my 12. So I'm really annoyed with Goodreads right now.
Yeah, I would be. Goodreads, we love you, but it's clunky. It's clunky. Mm-hmm. Like, we need to, I will pay 99 cents a month subscription if we invest in some better stuff.
Everything. Give us fucking half stars. Mm-hmm. Give us a way to make a calendar out of what we read this month. Like, you're fucking Amazon. Give us a way to link and purchase the book from the app, not just on the computer.
And tell if it's available on Kindle Unlimited or Audible already.
Yeah.
It's all Amazon, guys. Let's just get this all into one. Let's just link it with, well, it already links with Kindle Unlimited. Let's link it all to Audible. Let's just make it one thing. Why do we have so many apps? You could save money by just consolidating.
Yeah.
Should add us to the payroll marketing team. L&D.
Yes.
Wait, R&D, research and development, not learning and development. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I don't have enough patience.
No.
I have read 110 out of my 125 goal. I'm one book ahead of schedule is what it says. So I think I'm on track. I was a little nervous after Manacled because it consumed so much of my life, and then I got in like a little slump. But Christmas has me out of my slump because Christmas books just hit. And in honor of that, anyone who's watching video, I am wearing flannel pajamas, and I've decided that every time we cover a Christmas book, I'm going to wear Christmas PJs. So here we are in Christmas PJs in the middle of the day, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, on to the next thing. We talked about this. I am trying to be better on my book hauls. So this week, I only have 2.
Okay, is that counting the one you bought at book club?
Yes.
Yay!
I love you attempting to call me out.
Yay!
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about this book that I read in one night and like stayed up till 3 a.m. This one popped up, and it's like that the Amazon Limited series is, where there's like a bunch of mini books, but they are actually like a fall cozy books, and they have the cutest edges. Well, this one's really tiny, so I can definitely read it in a night. But it's not the same author, but it's the same, like, universe and town as that other one. So there's, like, 6 authors that wrote about this same town. And so I was so excited. I was like, okay, I have to read this now. And I found it on TikTok for, like, $7 or something with a coupon. Oh. Yeah, so it's a really, really good price.
Yeah.
And then you bought this too, right? We both did? Okay. This is The Whip in the Waves by Emma Pearl. Mm-hmm. Emma is a local author to us, and she had a booth set up at our book club, which was this past week. And she signed them all, and just look at the art. Like, it's so cute. Mm-hmm. So really excited to read this and then possibly have her on the pod. We did talk about that, so that's a really exciting thing for us. We love supporting indie and local authors, so we're very, very excited. We made a new friend. 2, and I'm gonna have 0 next week because I don't have any subscription boxes coming in, unless Bookish that I've already paid for comes in, which I highly doubt because it'll be another like 3 months before I get another one. But yeah, I've been so good. I did a thing. Not only am I out of room, but I took our bank statement for other purposes and like categorized everything and made a pivot table because I'm an Excel girly. And I realized how much I spend on a monthly basis on books. And let's just say some months it's a car payment. So Lauren is doing better. Okay. I have enough subscription services for my 2 boxes, plus how I listen and read and everything else. So, reining myself in because I want to, and that's when it's effective. When someone else wants me to, it's not effective. I have to want it. So, I needed to see the graphic in the spreadsheet to really understand the gravity of this situation. I'm like, why don't I have any money?
Maybe.
Anyways, the day that we are recording this, we have T-minus 2 days until Brimstone launch. This will come out a couple of weeks, a week and a half after. We will be covering it. So, go ahead, reread Quicksilver, read Brimstone. We have an episode on Quicksilver. If you like it, you may not like our episode. Needless to say, we are still very excited for the sequel. And I put a note on here for us to talk about. This is becoming a frequent enough thing that we need to talk about it. Target, Sam's Club, like Walmart, all of these stores putting books out early by accident. If I was the author, I would be pissed.
I know, working in retail, when you get something like that, especially right now, because Black Friday's coming up, everything is labeled. Do not open, do not stock, do not put on the floor until X date. So we kind of had this conversation one day during the week. Is it this generation? It's just a bunch of fucking morons? Is it laziness? Is it wanting to get that excitement? What the hell is it? Why? Why can nobody do their job appropriately and not put shit out early?
Yeah. I will say, like, I'm in between if I saw Onyx Storm out early, I would have not said anything to anyone, bought it, and went home and just texted you privately. there are people on the book pages that are like buying it and then telling management and then they put them back up. And I'm like, you bought it and then you're ruining it for, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I saw it early, would I buy it? Absolutely. But does that not make me think like, this is shitty for the author? Like, she's still making her money, but at the same time, there are people that get a chance to read it first that aren't like selected arcs. So that sucks. But also becoming a very frequent thing. Like, this happened with Onyx Storm. I want to say it was like a week plus early. I've been seeing Brimstone just the past couple of days, so we're talking like 4 days early. But Onyx Storm was like the week before.
Yeah.
Not us going to Target looking for it too. Pretty sure you drove to Fayetteville to see if they had.
I was there. Walmart and Fayetteville. And Target.
Friends to Branson. Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna buy it if we see it, but it's enough that it needs to be mentioned. Like, this is a frequent thing. Do I have it pre-ordered already though? Yes, so that it matches my other edition. Yes, but I would buy it and then return my other one if I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
If I get it early. Okay, again, we're recording this, so by the time this comes out, this will already be out, but Wicked for Good comes out in a little under a week, 4 or 5 days. I have an early screening because I'm an Amazon Prime member, which I'm like, everyone's an Amazon Prime member. Like, I don't know a person who isn't. Do you?
Yeah.
So anyways.
I do have one coworker who isn't. He makes me order all of his stuff, but he's also like an old man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my husband doesn't because I've been the only one to ever have it, and so we just share one, so that doesn't count, I don't think.
Yeah.
If we ever split or I died,
he'd be screwed.
He'd be so screwed. We love to joke about him being a little old man, but bless his heart, he'd be so screwed. Anyway, so we are going on Thursday to Skylight to see Wicked for Good. They're doing a double feature, and Wicked itself is like 3 hours. And so I was like, no way, I'm doing. Plus, I have to leave work early to go. I'm like, I already have it. You can watch it on whatever streaming service it's included.
Yeah.
So we're doing a rewatch. Yeah, everywhere. We're doing a rewatch, and then we'll just go to Wicked for Good. So, yeah, that's this week. I'll report back. Are you going to go see it, or are you going to wait till it comes on streaming?
I never watched the first one.
Oh, okay.
Just not.
Not your thing.
Like, yeah, I think I'm an anti-follower. So it's like everybody made such a big deal out of it. So I'm like, I don't care. I don't know.
Yeah. You would either love it or absolutely hate it. That's the only two options for you with that movie. Just knowing you so long, you would either think it's so cool or you'd be like, this fucking sucks. That's the two options. Jesse is not a fan. He actually, and it's not because it's a musical. He likes Mamma Mia, The Greatest Showman, those kind. High School Musical, I'm sure, because we grew up on it. You know, stuff like that. But Wicked, he was like, there's too much singing. He's like, it's too musical. There's not enough, like, talking movie. It's not a good balance. I see, which it's Broadway. It's inspired by the Broadway. So, of course, there's more singing than a normal musical, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's coming out soon. I'll report back. I'm kind of disappointed that my little rant on TikTok didn't pop off, but no one wanted to fight. I should have just left that first video up. It would have been like viral by now. It was on its way. For literally the amount of comments we had in the first few minutes, it was probably going to be viral because I got sensitive really quick. Okay, the Odyssey trailer, did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay. It's our first look. We talked about the Odyssey when the Jurassic World came out. You had to go see Jurassic World to see the trailer. And it was just like the sea. You didn't really see anyone. I mean, you saw Matt Damon a little bit, I think. This one you actually see, narrated by Tom Holland. You see Anne Hathaway. You see Zendaya. You see Matt Damon again. It's like these big stars. You see it. I have goosebumps. I cannot wait for this movie. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
So, exciting stuff there. Another note we haven't talked about in a while, I forgot to put on our notes, is The Housemaid. We are getting close to December 19th. They've been very active on TikTok, replying to comments, making videos, posting little snippets, and yeah, it's making me get really excited.
Yeah, super excited.
Okay, before we jump into the book, I have one more thing I want to talk about, and it's my binding my own book update.
Okay.
You've been following along on TikTok. I've also been talking about this for a couple weeks. I decided to try and bind and make my own book. I had some really big progress this week. I learned a lot. I pretty much had to restart sewing twice. Realized, which who knew you sew a book? Like,
yeah.
I'm convinced whoever invented the way of making books originally never knew the concept of work smarter, not harder. And I also understand why back in the day, before there was machinery, only really wealthy people had books. Like in the any old classic fiction novel, but like let's even just use Beauty and the Beast as an example. She has to go borrow from this one local guy. She's read all the books, she's reading them over and over again, and then she obviously sees the library of her dreams from this like wealthy prince. So it just makes sense me putting in the sweat here, okay? So I finally got it stitched. If you guys are on video, look. I poked way too many holes, so I had to rearrange it. I changed my stitching method. The French stitch seems to be the easiest. Once I did one, I was like, okay, I got this. The problem is, I can't tie a knot to save my life. So I got halfway through, ran out of thread, and then was supposed to do this knot thing. There's a way to just link it back up. I had to tape it. So there's going to be a tape on one page in the middle of this book because I could not get the knot to work. I literally stabbed myself with a needle. I was cussing. Jesse's playing video games, and every 30 seconds or a minute, he'd hear me go, "Shit, damn it, fuck, motherfucker." And he's like, this is actually comical for me because the commentary is next level. So, anyways, I got it. And this is what it looks like with no cover. I was at a standstill because I was waiting for cover stuff to come in. That came in today from Amazon. So I'm going to start on the cover throughout the week. So if you're interested in the bookbinding process, follow us on TikTok. I'm posting parts. I made a whole series. I think I'm on part 8 now of things I've learned, things that I screwed up, things I would do different next time. So I'm just letting it all out there. So follow along if you're interested in that. But I'll keep updating on here as well for any of those who care. It's been fun. So. Okay.
It's been fun to watch too.
Yeah, I'm glad. I had to do a time lapse on some of them. I wish I was really moving that fast, but I think it was like the one where I was sewing, that was like an hour and a half, maybe. And it was like a 1-minute video. It was crazy.
Yeah. I did want to go over because when we talked about books coming out on the 18th, I had not apparently gone through like the majority of the November like popular list. Of course, Goodreads only gives you like 5 for each genre, which is nothing when I'm going to the most popular list, which is still only the most like 250 most popular, which some of them are reprints, so I ignore those and obviously don't add those in. But there were a lot that we did not have on our list. And I wanted to update on the November 18th releases and the November 25th, since that'll be right before this episode airs.
Sounds good.
In case anybody wants to go back. So there's 100 Rules for Living to 100, which is a memoir by Dick Van Dyke, which everybody should know who that is.
Absolutely.
Evil Bones by Kathy Reichs, which is the Temperance Brennan, like Bones the show. It's number 24 in that series.
Shit. Wait,
yeah.
Bones the show is based off of a series.
Yeah.
I used to love that show. I need to get back into it. That's a good show. Okay.
Love it. The Last Ember by Lily Dodd. We may or may not have mentioned that. And then there was You by Sophie Cousins. Hold Nothing, An Invitation to Let Go and Come Home to Yourself. I believe it's like a self-help, I'm not sure, by Alina Brower. The Bookshop Below by Georgia Summers. Secret Nights and Northern Lights by Megan Oliver. That one looks really good.
Okay.
Definitely added it to my TBR list. That's a romance. Haven't Killed in Years by Amy K. Green. Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. Violet Thistlethwaite, which we have discussed. Blood Oath by Steve Urzenyi. It's a mystery and thriller. Third in that series. Hollow, I think we mentioned. P.S. You're the Worst. I know we mentioned because we love the title.
Yeah.
The Burning Library by Jilly McMillan.
That should be a horror. Imagining a burning library. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm triggered.
It's a mystery and thriller. So, of course, Brimstone and I, Medusa. The Seven Rings by Nora Roberts. From Cradle to Grave, number 19 in this Royal Spinus series by Reese Bowen. Heart Check by Emily Charlotte. Those are all November 18th. So, of course, they've been out for a hot minute before this episode airs. And then November 25th, Best Offer Wins by Marissa Cascino. Second Chance Romance by Olivia Dade.
Have we read? Wait, she was on one of the short stories. That name is very familiar to me.
That's what I said too. I was like, I looked through my Goodreads and it doesn't show that I've read anything by her, but the name sounds so familiar.
So familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. Family of Spies by Christine Kuhn. As Many Souls as Stars, Natasha Siegel. I added that to my TBR too. It's a fantasy and looks so good.
Okay.
Detained by Luna Mason. Dawn of Chaos and Fury. Legacy number 4 by Melissa K. Rorich. I think that's where her name sounded familiar because I mentioned it last time. That's a romantasy. And then Shroud of Ice by Sharon Krasny. All those come out November 25th.
Okay.
There's a ton every freaking month.
It's insane how many books come out, and I just never think I'm going to have enough time to read them all. I feel like Rory.
Yeah.
I found her. Olivia. Okay. She was in the very first Mistletoe collection we did. The very first limited series, All by My Elf. Is that the Wienermobile?
Maybe.
Heinous holiday traffic. Not. A fateful snowstorm bring friends together in a foot. It's the Wienermobile.
That's why it's so familiar. That's weird it didn't show up on my Goodreads though. Maybe I just picked like the whole collection instead of each one individually.
Yeah, I just searched her name. Anyways, this is why I was like, there's something with that name.
Yeah.
Sparking.
Yep.
That's exciting. So many new books.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you haven't, Goodreads Choice Awards are happening, so go vote in those. It helps people find new authors. It helps with sales, both on KU and on Amazon, Audible, but definitely go cast your vote.
Yes, and I'm bad. The first couple I didn't realize you could skip, so if I hadn't read any of the books in there, I went by the ones that I'd heard of and were on my TBR that I had like read the description, was like, okay, I want to read that. Mm-hmm. And then I did that twice, I think, and then I learned that you could just skip that category, and I was like, oh my god. I should have just skipped. Yeah. Now I feel bad for voting because I don't really know, but I heard of this book. It's on my TBR. Yeah. I want to read it. I don't know. Justifying it.
Yeah, I did that on a couple. Like I think I hadn't read any of the sci-fi, but there were a couple that were on my TBR. So I was like, if it sounded good enough or I saw a friend reading it and gave it a good review, then that's why it's on my TBR. So surely it's decent enough to warrant a vote.
Yeah. No, that was my logic as well. I'm glad you just justified my behavior. Okay, we ready to talk about this book?
Yes.
Okay. Spoiler, beware.
Yes.
Good Spirits by BK Borison. Okay. Now that it's just us. Just kidding.
You want to read the blurb?
Yeah. I'm glad. I was about to just jump right in. Okay, that's just praises. Wow, there's a lot of praises in the first couple. Also, just want to show you guys this. I kind of did earlier, but look. It's so cute. Okay. Blurb is on the back. He's the ghost of Christmas past, but she's not exactly Scrooge. Ghost of Christmas past Nolan Callahan intends to spend his holiday haunting like every other. Get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. Harriet York has no idea why she's being haunted. She's a good person, or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core, she always does what's expected of her. But as she and Nolan begin to examine her past, they discover there are threads that bind them together and realize there might be more to moving on than expected. With the deadline of Christmas Eve fast approaching, will they find the key to their futures in each other's past, or will they stay firmly in the present, indulging in their unexpected, spirited connection? I didn't realize this was a ghost book. I didn't read. Did you?
No.
Okay.
I had no idea.
I saw this cover, Good Spirits. I thought Christmas Spirit, and I've read the first, maybe second of the Love Light Farms by this author, and so I knew that I liked the author, and I was like, oh great, it's on our Christmas list, it's just coming out. Christmas rom-com romance. Second chapter, there's a ghost. I was like, oh, we're doing that. Okay. We're having a Layla ghost Patrick Swayze moment.
Yeah.
Literally. Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it. Like, at the beginning, I was really annoyed because I couldn't just get my brain to focus. Like, I tried 3 different times to like start it, and I just couldn't make it happen. So I finally started yesterday, waiting in between games 2 and 3. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to get into this. So I listened to it on the way home and then all morning and loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. The first couple chapters, I'm not gonna lie, similar to you, I got into it, but I was like, I don't know where this is going. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, you know? And there was a part of me, even before the scare at the end, that thought that he was with her because she was gonna die and they were gonna be together as ghosts. Like, that's where my head was going this entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a moment of that. I was like, oh, is she about to die? Especially, during the scare, I was like, he came here to take her? He's the fucking Grim Reaper?
Is he the Grim Reaper that's on the loose causing problems? I thought that too. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he doesn't even realize it or remember it. Also, I loved that he was Irish and his name was Nolan Callahan. It's just like the most Irish, just a fun little tidbit in there. The narrator did a great job. Did you listen on Spotify?
I listened on Audible.
Okay. I'm sure it was the same narrators, but the narrator did a really good job with the Irish accent. They must be Irish. Yeah. Because it was so good. Yeah, so I loved it. I did get annoyed at her a few times. She just, I don't know. I thought for a minute that she actually did something really bad.
Yeah, I kept waiting for it. I was like, what is so bad that she's having a Christmas Carol moment and she's about to, visit all these ghosts, and then they went to all these memories, and I'm like, these aren't that bad. And even he started to question it. He's like, I'm not seeing why we're here.
Yeah. And then when she kept saying like that one night, or I broke my mom's heart, and like I expected, okay, so she does something bad one night, one time, and this is a moment for like the extreme one night. Like, and then the night happened and I was like, girl, you should have been worse. You should have been bad, girl. Like, you had every right. So that's where she annoyed me a little bit. It was like she just didn't stand up for herself. But I think that was intentional and part of her character development and character arc, for sure.
Yeah.
What did you think of the compass thing?
When he first described it, I was like, oh. So we're tying in Johnny Depp.
So this is Pirates of the Caribbean that points to what you want most. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when she found it, and she's like, it kept pointing to me, like to my chest, and I was really confused. And then he's like, but then I gave it to him, and it's still pointing at me. So I was like, there's your sign.
Yeah.
As if it wasn't already clear by almost drowning.
Yeah. I have questions about the end. So, did he come back as a human or is he a ghost?
I think so. I think he came back as a human because he said that they gave him two choices: to move on to the afterlife or to be with her. So I'm assuming he is like reborn as this new human himself, but almost 200 years later.
So, can they like have babies? Like, is he gonna age with her? Is he like immortal? I just have some questions. Like, I think we need an epilogue.
Yeah,
another epilogue.
Yeah, we need something because
I was like, wait, is that the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and because I listened to it on Spotify, and then I was telling Tisha before we recorded, usually get notes from online, and all the notes about this book were wrong. Like the ending, the character names, everything was wrong. So there must be another book called Good Spirits. I don't know. Yeah. But so I went to my paper book, went to the last chapter to read it to make sure that I read the right book, and it's the same. So I was like, did I miss something? Is there an extended epilogue in here? So
yeah, it was a great happily ever after, but it's like we're spoiled and we need more.
Yeah.
How were they happy after all of this? Do they get married? Do they have babies? Does he get to bring the cat back with him? Like, there's so many questions.
Yeah, I need answers to all of those questions that you just said.
I do love that the aunt was the
owner
the
of the cat.
piece that kind of Yeah.
I love that too. The thing that made me think he might be human as well is something the aunt said about getting bodies back. Didn't she say something about that?
I don't remember.
It was like when he was in that waiting room and he thought he was in hell.
Yeah.
And she said something about bodies can take some time. Like that's what the holdup was.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't connect the two, but that makes sense. Yeah.
I could have read that completely wrong and taken it the way I wanted to take it too. Like,
yeah. I think it makes sense though, because I just assumed it was like because they are all in like the career of death and like moving people along. So I just assumed it was something to do with like the Grim Reaper, and she was like working in that realm. So she's like, well, we got to get these bodies out of the way or clean up this something. I don't know.
Oh, it could have very well been that too. I was reading into it too much, maybe. Okay, does this book make you think like, are there ghosts watching me right now? You ever read a book?
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, anytime I see and hear stories of anything like this, I'm like, we can't be making this up entirely. Like somebody's had to come back from the dead and told what happened while they were dead.
Are our imaginations that good? You know?
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Like,
I just don't think it's possible.
I agree. I think like there are a lot of things that are true that get exaggerated into like our urban legends. Like there used to be leviathans or whatever in the ocean, and I think that was what the Kraken. We're bringing it back to Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know about vampires, but vampires are one of the longest standing across several cultures. Like cave drawings. So where did that come from? You know, and then the Bram Stoker, I think, is the author that originally wrote Dracula. Jesse and I were talking about this the other night. The amount of books that book has inspired, movies, everything, unlimited. Insane. So what everything has to be based off of some sort of truth that's gotten exaggerated, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's real, and we're just sheltered from it. Or you actually do forget, like in this book, your encounters.
Yeah. And I mean, even like tribes in different parts of the world, like they have folklore and stories of things like this, of witches, of vampires, of like all I can think right now is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the things that like suck out the eyes,
Oh yeah.
like those things. There are folklores of those kind of creatures all over the world in civilizations that had no clue about like our Dracula book or all of these things. There's no way that they would have had that knowledge
Mm-hmm.
to draw things or to write things or tell stories and share things like that. Like, there's no way
Yeah.
for it to not be real to some extent.
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Every time I think about it, I feel really small.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to hit on here? I think we covered the
That's it.
only other note I want to add is the spice in this was tastefully done. I say
Yes.
tastefully. It wasn't so much that the book was smut, but it was enough to get some angst, some sexual tension,
Mm-hmm.
and then like have your moments. But it wasn't like taking over the story,
Mm-hmm.
but also it needed to be there. I just feel like it was very well done.
Yeah. It was very tasteful. It was like you said, a lot of angst and buildup, but it made the like very short moments that it was spicy. It just made it like perfect. It was just like the little cherry on top. Like they could have done closed door, but then it would have really pissed some people off. So
Like us.
like yeah, it would have just been frustrating to the reader, just like to have that like cut off.
Yeah. With the amount of angst that was written in. If you don't
So
write that
much.
amount of angst, it's easier to do closed door in my opinion because the
Yeah.
reader's anticipating it just like the characters at a certain point. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
expecting it.
All right. I think that is it for Good Spirits by BK Borison. Next week, we are going to cover Brimstone.
Whoop, whoop.
That is the Fae and Alchemy series
Mm-hmm.
by Callie Hart. Go check out our website for this whole list of books, for merch, for a discount on Book of the Month. You get your first book for $5. And be sure to subscribe to our channel either on Spotify or YouTube or both. We appreciate it. And I think that's it. So we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.